Alright, these two guys in the chat recommended that I take this keys to cognition video. First guy, I believe his name, his avatar was a picture of Jesus, or like a painting of Jesus. And it said Jesus Christ was the name of his profile. And he was like, okay, yeah, I request that you take this keys to cognition test. I'm like, okay, sure. And some other guy, just like, you know, very friendly commenter, he put some background information. I'll put it up on the screen. He said something like, okay, this test is based off of EEG results from Dario Nardi's early research. And that name, like, already, if I say the name Dario Nardi, and you know who that is, you already need to start rethinking your life. Because you're in too deep. You're in way too deep. Okay, so here's the website. It says keystoCognition.com. And then, okay, this work was done at UCLA. I don't know why I pretended like I didn't know that. I'm not familiar with the test, but I'm familiar with Dario Nardi. I'm one of those people that's in too deep. So, let me make sure that this is recording. Yeah. Okay. So, it says, get your cognitive profile. Before you begin, thank you for helping us with our research. Yada. It says, if you're familiar with Jungian psychology, cognitive science, or models of development, we ask you to set aside any ideas that you may have. And then blah, 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 blah. Okay. So, let's take the test. Alright, I'm going to get a cognitive development profile, along with the best match personality code, best match temperament, and descriptions of my likely preferred cognitive processes. Okay, so they're going to tell me all of that. Let's see how many questions. Alright, 48 questions, and then they're going to give me all that. Sounds like a good deal. Let's get started. Okay, 1. Freely follow your gut instincts and exciting physical impulses as they come up. That sounds great. Okay, so not me, little me, somewhat me, mostly me, exactly me. Alright, gut. Wait, so how would you even know if you're not following your gut instincts? And exciting, yeah, I follow exciting physical impulses. I'm gonna say that's exactly me. Offer various unrelated ideas and see what potential they might suggest. No. Probably not me. Determine success by measurement or other objective methods such as time taken. Yeah, like if this, exactly me. If this takes a long time, this was a fucking waste of time. Alright, feel inclined to be responsible. I was checking to see if this was recording. Feel inclined to be responsible for and take care of others' feelings. Yeah, because if you don't do that, you're kind of an asshole. Experience a premonition or foresee the distant future. No. Well, how would I know that, though? Wait, foresee the distant future. No. Notice whether the details in front of you match what you are accustomed to. Yeah, I guess somewhat me. Be guided by a definition, logical deduction, or other nugget of reasoning. I would never use that word, nugget of reasoning. Be guided by a definition. Okay, but if I'm being honest, okay. Mostly me. A definition, okay, fine. Feel strongly that something is good or bad. Yeah, I guess. Got music in the background. Turn this down. Compassionately take on someone else's needs as your own. Maybe. Like I said, like if you don't do that, you're kind of a dick. Construct an argument to convince someone using evidence clearly in front of you both. Yeah, it's something I like to do. Achieve a metamorphosis. Definitive insight or powerful vision of change. I don't know. Like, a like, maybe. I don't know. Like, I can't think of any examples of me doing that right now. Compare an experience against a storehouse of familiar experiences to find what's reliable. See, you know what? Things like this, because, you know, they're targeting specific functions, so they're probably targeting introverted sensing here, but in trying to do that, they make a sentence in English that just sounds like fucking gibberish. Compare an experience against a storehouse of familiar experiences to find what's reliable. Yeah, okay, but like, doesn't everybody do that? Remain in touch with what you want for yourself, what motivates you, and what is good. What the fuck? Another what the fuck question. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Everybody does that. Apply leverage to a situation to solve a problem impersonally using minimal effort. Like, again, how would you know if you were doing that? Apply leverage to a situation to solve the problem impersonally using minimal effort. I'm like stumped on this shit. Wait, okay, so you're applying leverage, but you're not using much effort to do it. And you're solving it impersonally. Like, see, like, this is more like weirdly worded questions. Like it's written by somebody that like English wasn't their first fucking language. I mean, okay, maybe like maybe Dario Nardi, maybe English wasn't his first language or something, so it should be like understanding there. But apply leverage to a situation to solve a problem impersonally. Yeah, I guess maybe somewhat me. I don't fucking know. Enjoy the thrill of action and physical experience in the present moment. That's great. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Enjoy playing with random interconnections and patterns. I can't think of any examples of me doing that. Like, I feel like if this is something that you sound like a twat if you say yeah, that's me. I enjoy playing with random interconnections and patterns. You just sound like a fucking asshole. 17. Recognize and usually adhere to shared values, feelings, and social norms to get along. Yeah, probably. I'll have to say that's like a maybe a little bit, but yeah, not really. That's probably an extroverted feeling thing. Conceive of a comprehensive plan to maximize progress toward multiple goals at once. What the fuck? Somewhat maybe. Like, I feel like a lot of people probably do that. Like, especially if you're at work and like you have a bunch of shit to get done, then you come up with some idea to get your fucking shit done. All right, so really enjoy doing what you want for your own personal happiness. I'm gonna put the music that I'm listening to in the background on this video probably too. Let's see. Really enjoy doing what you want for your own personal happiness. Yeah, like probably a lot of people do that. Oh my god, we still have a lot to go through. Concisely reference multiple frameworks at once while problem solving. Yeah, okay, well, if I'm gonna be totally honest and like not even trying to be funny, like this would be something. Yeah. Okay, so gain a profound realization from a mystical state or sudden release. Holy shit. Okay, so this is probably another introverted intuition question they're probably asking. Gain a profound realization from a mystical state or sudden release of emotions. No. A little bit. Somewhat. I mean, this could be read multiple ways. Like, this could have like a lewd interpretation, in which case that's like a little bit more. Okay. Yeah. Alright, forget the mystical state. Yeah, okay, mostly me. But I feel like that's most people. Follow steps to ensure tasks are predictable and completed correctly. Yeah. Okay. Like, I'm filling out this shit. Engage life's magical moments and meaningful coincidences as they happen. What? Maybe this is another extroverted sensing one they're at. Wait. Magical moments and meaningful coincidences as they happen. Like, first, in order, like, you would have to, like, you would have to first say, first you would have to say, all right, I accept that there are meaningful coincidences. Like, that's a thing first. Magical moments, I don't know, or whatever. Yeah, like, if that's a fucking thing, yeah, no, little me. Okay, fine. All right, 24. Quickly move to take advantage of immediate options for action. Probably little. Like, I'm sitting here taking this fucking test. 25. Always remain true to what you want for yourself or others. Wait, wasn't that already a question? I feel like that was already a question. Exactly me. Analyze and critique what doesn't fit with a well-defined principle. Yeah, probably. That's probably close. Review a lot of information over time to confirm what is customary or standard. Sure. Feel attracted to the symbolic archetypal. Where'd we go? I lost my place. Feel attracted to the symbolic, archetypal, or mysterious. Okay, sure, yeah. Instantly read visible cues to see just how far you can go. That's probably another extroverted sensation one. Or extroverted feeling one. I don't know. Somewhat. Keep following tangents and do ideas without limiting yourself to one. Somewhat, I guess. Like, this is a fucking tangent. Follow a straight line of reasoning. Yeah. I'll say that's exactly. I can't believe anybody actually wanted to watch me do this. Help make people feel comfortable by engaging in hosting and caretaking. It's probably another extroverted feeling or introverted sensing one. Help make people feel comfortable by engaging. I guess technically I'm hosting this, so I'd say mostly me. Lay out methods for others to complete tasks in time and resource efficient ways. Yeah, definitely. Readily communicate personally to all members of a group to feel unity. No, you can just even see in the comments that's like not. I maybe try. Doesn't work out that way. Oh, we're at 11 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay. Fine tune a definition or concept to support a theory. Yeah, sure. Evaluate what is worth believing in and most important to who you really are inside. That's like everybody though. Weave into the current dynamics, and there will be people that are like, because they already know ahead of time that's an introverted feeling question. They're like, no, I'm not like that doesn't apply to me, bro. It's like because they already know that it's introverted. Like nobody takes this shit. This shit is so underground that nobody takes this shit without already knowing what the questions are asking. You know what I mean? Because I mean, number one, the questions are worded in a really fucked up way that it seems like somebody whose English was their second or third language wrote this shit. And then it's like, all right, it's so unpopular that the only people taking this shit are people that already think they know their type, and then already know what the fucking questions are asking in the first place. So let's finish this up. 37. Weave into the current dynamics of a situation aspects of other random contexts. Okay, well I guess I just did that. Spur action and pull off results simply by making your presence felt? No. No. Transform yourself by focusing inward on a specific way you foresee you will need to be. Yes. Wait. Maybe? That's a deep question. Fulfill the same regular work or activity every day at comfortable pace. Yeah. Depends. Merge and feel intimate oneness with other people. It's very general, maybe. Stick to making decisions based on impersonal measures such as points earned. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I actually do that, yeah. Continually examine if choices harmonize with important beliefs. Yeah. Take apart something to figure out the principles on which it works. Sure. Push your mental limits to complete an array of innovative achievements. Yeah. Point out discrepancies between how things are and the way they have always been. This is another introverted sensing question, or at least what they think will test for introverted sensing. But like, I don't like point out that's so general. Point out discrepancies between how things are. It's like, yeah, okay, somewhat, maybe. Trust what emerges from brainstorming. Kinda. Like, if say you're brainstorming, you come up with some dumbass ideas, you shouldn't just like go straight from whatever that was to the drawing board and take it seriously. So maybe somewhat, you know, like a little bit me. Okay, easily get in sync physically with people and things around you. Somewhat. Depends. Little. It depends. Okay, so easily get in sync. Sometimes yes, sometimes not. So somewhat. Okay. No, I don't really need any comments. Okay, I'm a male. Wow, look at this. There's only 2 options, male and female. Wow, this is outdated. Wow, shame on them. Age 27. Where the fuck is like Zay and Zer and shit and all the like the other 20,000 genders and pronouns? So your MBTI TM type code. I'm gonna say I don't know. How did you decide on your type code? I don't know. Your ID. No ID. Please indicate the person, form, or website that brought you here. Well, technically, the commenter that brought me here was Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Okay, so let's see. Submit. Okay, where is it? Okay, cognitive. Okay, let's see. They've put my results here. Okay, so I got INTJ. So it says, okay, let's start up with the. What is all this shit they're telling me? I know they told me in the beginning. So apparently, based on this test, my type is INTJ. So let's see. Okay. They've got some information on the 8 processes, basic and developed use. Understanding our results. Okay, your cognitive development profile. The 48 questions you rated earlier tap into 8 cognitive processes. Some questions tapped into basic or developed use of a process used by itself, while other questions tapped into use of multiple processes at once. Okay, the number of squares indicate strength of response. The equivalent numeric is shown in parentheses along with likely level development. Okay, extroverted sensing, average. Alright. Introverted sensing, average. Okay. Extroverted intuiting, limited. Alright. Introverted intuiting, average. Extroverted thinking, excellent. Introverted thinking, good use. Extroverted feeling, limited use. Introverted feeling, excellent use. Okay, well, that's kind of cool, but it's like, alright, well, what if I just, you know, what if I answered those differently? You know, like what if I went back and now that I know this, I said, all right, you know what? Let me go back and change my answers to this. You know, then it would say, oh, you know, introverted sensing, excellent use, or you know, extroverted intuiting, excellent use. You know, you could go back and change it. You know, so I don't really have any criticisms on this part so far. I guess I can check out the rest of the website. We're already like 17 minutes in. Let's see. All right, they say extroverted sensing, notice sensory data in the environment. Okay, so that's average. I'm gonna pretend like some of you guys in here aren't familiar with this stuff and aren't like extreme. Like I'm gonna pretend like you guys aren't freaks. Which everyone listening to this, you are a freak. If you've made it like 18 minutes into this. So okay, recall tangible data and experiences. So that's average. Just like this. So sensing is average. Extroverted intuiting. All right. So notice abstract patterns as they emerge. That's average. Introverted intuiting. Average. Receive aha insights and realizations. Wait. Okay. So there's a criticism there. So if they're saying that's my dominant function, then why is it average? Extroverted. Like, so why aren't they saying that I'm a different type? Like, okay. So if I have excellent use of extroverted thinking, then how come I'm not ESTJ, you know, or ENTJ, for example? Like, okay, excellent use of extroverted thinking. So what if maybe that's my dominant function, and then I have average use of introverted sensing, so that's my auxiliary? Because they're saying right here, I actually scored only 0.1 points higher in introverted intuiting than introverted sensing. But introverted intuiting, based on this test, is supposed to be my dominant function, right? And then, like, why not, like, okay, so I guess they're saying, okay, you scored higher in extroverted thinking than introverted feeling, but like both my extroverted thinking and introverted feeling are excellent. Let's see, what else? I have no introverted thing, like that doesn't, I can't really factor that into a criticism here, because it's like, all right, well, I guess they would be taking this would be the dominant. That's my only criticism. Is it like, why is this not the dominant function? And let's go and look at the rest of them. Okay, so let's look at judging. So following steps, points, and timetables. Okay, extroverted thinking. Create structure, reason by measures and evidence, and implement complex plans. Okay, so introverted thinking. Adhere to definitions and impersonal principles. So that's good use. Okay, analyze problem using a framework and find an angle or leverage by which to solve it. All right. Extroverted feeling. Honor others' needs and preferences. So, all right, so they're basically saying that's very limited for me. Connect with people by sharing values and taking on their needs as yours. Okay, well, that's kind of insulting that, all right, that's limited use for me. I don't really care so much about, what was it? Like the brainstorming questions, like, do you trust your brainstorming? It's like, all right, like, whatever. I thought this would be a little bit higher. So introverted feeling. Adhere to personal beliefs about what's important. Introverted feeling. So that's excellent use. Okay. Evaluate situations and choose what you believe is congruent with your personal identity. Okay, so what they're saying here, summary. I'll just go to the summary here. We've got 20 minutes, so I'm gonna probably end this soon. So what they're saying is, okay, by focusing on the strongest configuration, your pattern of responses most closely matches individuals of this type, and the lead is transforming with a meta perspective, withdrawing from the world and focusing your mind to receive an insider realization, checking if synergy results, trying out a realization to transform things. But at the same time, it's like, all right, well, they just said that was average. Support. Okay, measuring and constructing for progress, making decisions objectively based on evidence and measures, checking if things function properly, applying a procedure to control events and complete goals. Okay. Oh, okay, so they do say this. Okay, so they say if these processes don't fit well, then consider these. Wait. So what was the point of doing this at all? Okay, no, all right, I'll give them that. Like, let's rephrase it. Let's say, like, what was the point of saying that this is the summary here? This is the type. Because it's like, all right, well, if you're giving me two others, that's like say I give you a test and I say, all right, well, you know, you get 2 points out of your test off for like each one, and then you got like, you know, you got 5 off, so you get 10 points off. You get 5 problems wrong, you get 10 points off, so you get a 90 instead of 100. That's an A minus. But you know, if the A minus doesn't fit well, you can either take an A plus, or you can take, like, you know, a B. You know, like, what was the point of the test? So if these results are different from what you know of yourself, you might consider why. I know they have to give people an out, though. So it's like, because, I mean, people would shit bricks otherwise. People would be like, no, that's not my type. You know, so they're probably just being nice here. This is probably they probably built some extroverted feeling into this test, which is kind of cool. Because you know that the people that made this are like, they're more confident in it. They're definitely like, yeah, we're pretty like, why else would they make it if they're not confident in it? So they had to give people like an out. All right, the 4 temperaments, corresponding best fit temperaments based on your profile. Theorist, secondly, improviser, then stabilizer, and lastly, catalyst. All right, well, haven't read about the temperaments. Maybe if people want me to, I can do that in like another video. Okay, 16 patterns. Oh, they're just giving me 16 types. Okay. All right, and then they have like some statistics. As of October 2005, over 3,000 people have taken this cognitive assessment. There are many ways to validate an assessment. A common statistical method called factor analysis confirms there are 8 distinct cognitive categories. All items in the assessment that tap into the same cognitive process have a correlation of at least an R value of 0.2, and most have an R of 0.4, R of 6. Okay, 0.6, but their type letter codes result that there's code 75 to 80% of the time. This is excellent performance. Okay, but See, the problem here is that this is all independently determined. So it's like, if no one else is doing this research, it's only this lab, then it doesn't mean anything. So it's like, okay, you can get all the statistics you want, but if no one else is doing this research, then you have nothing to compare to. Also, someone's type is completely unfalsifiable. So it's like, all right, well, you're saying that the type code matches 75% to 80% of the time. It's like, well, I could easily fuck up those results by just saying, no, I'm pretty sure I'm ISFJ, bro. And they're like, okay, well, you got this type. And I'm like, nah, you know, that's wrong. You're gonna have to go back to the drawing board, bro. And I can just fuck with them. So, what if the different, say your type code result here is ESTP and type you're familiar with for yourself is INTJ. Even though the type code looks quite different, you may have rated cognitive processes with types rather closely. Also keep in mind the cognitive profile is based on your response. Continuing with the example, if you didn't think yourself as an ESTP, then why would you want to explore why you rated a phrase such as, okay, now they're just giving you all this like other weird shit to go along with it. It's definitely just like, I'm sure that they wouldn't put these supposed like reliability and validity of results in there. They wouldn't put that in there if they weren't like very confident in what they did. So this is already like, damn, this is a long video. It's almost been like a half an hour. So yeah, if you have made it this far, give yourself a pat on the back. You are, you know, well, I'm flattered, first of all, if you're still listening right now. But you're definitely an MBTI freak at this point if you've watched this much. Yeah, so we'll see with the response. Maybe there's some people in here that want me to look at other tests and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna call it here. But if you want me to read more or do another thing like this, I will. So just leave that in the comments.